Renee Zellweger has always been one of Hollywood's most intriguing stars, but what you're about to hear today takes her story into a whole new spotlight. So make sure you stay with me until the very end, because the twist behind these resurfaced images is something most people completely missed. Recently, a surprising set of beachside topless photos of Renee Zellweger began circulating online, sending social media into a frenzy and sparking passionate debate across every corner of the internet. Here's your first hook. While everyone reacted to the pictures, very few understood the real story behind them. Captured during a quiet, private moment by the water, the images show Renee enjoying a calm day under the sun, fully relaxed and entirely unbothered by the outside world. For many fans who still picture her as the charming, slightly awkward, big-hearted heroine from Bridget Jones's Diary, the photos felt shockingly different from the polished Hollywood image they've held onto for decades. But what surprised people even more wasn't the photos themselves. It was the intensity of the cultural reaction. Supporters flooded social media praising Renee for looking peaceful, radiant, and wonderfully confident, celebrating her as a reminder that beauty does not fade with time. They applauded her bravery, calling her an example of self-acceptance in an industry obsessed with flawless appearances. But here's your second hook. While the praise was loud, so was the criticism. Some viewers labeled the images as too bold, too unexpected, or too far from the Hollywood perfect image they wanted her to maintain. That backlash opened the door to a bigger conversation about aging, autonomy, and the unrealistic standards placed on women in the entertainment world. Renee Zellweger has already lived through years of intense public scrutiny. From her Oscar-winning performances to endless tabloid speculation about her appearance, she has navigated fame with resilience, grace, and a quiet determination to protect her personal life. So for her, these resurfaced photos likely bring both familiarity and frustration, because once again, a simple moment of living freely has become a viral debate. Yet the public's fixation only shows how deeply invested people still are in her journey. Fans who admire her work know that Renee's strength and charm have never come from perfection. They come from vulnerability, emotional depth, and her ability to disappear into roles with an honesty few actors can match. And this leads us to the twist you need to hear before we wrap up. The so-called shock behind these photos reveals more about society's discomfort with women aging boldly than anything about Renee herself. Hollywood has long celebrated women for their youth, only to judge them harshly when they step outside narrow expectations. But Renee Zellweger, true to her grounded nature, continues to defy those standards simply by living authentically. Far from scandalous, these photos are a celebration of personal freedom, confidence, and the right to exist without apology. For her admirers, Renee remains a symbol of strength, talent, and timeless individuality. So stick with me till the very end, because her story proves one thing powerfully. Real beauty isn't fragile, it's fearless.